Hi gamers. These things here are a very cool donation from a YouTube channel called All Sprites. Here in Finland he made these themselves. These are basically fridge magnets. He made these from these beads. But this is not just little arts and crafts for him. He also makes them light up and have sounds and all. They're pretty next level stuff. You should check out his channel. Very cool. Sprite art there. Also check out his Facebook page. The link is in the description. So thank you All Sprites for this. Cool. My son especially loves this Toad here. Toad is his favorite gaming character. Thanks a lot. Another basically a donation again from my guardian angel Opa. He's given me basically free or half free games many a times, and this time he was cleaning out his basement and found a couple of Sega Saturn games, so of course he thought of me and sent them to me. We have here Duke Nukem 3D, of course a classic game, came out on Sega Saturn as well, and also Sonic Jam, which is a collection of 2D Sonic games. Here we have Sonics 1, 2 and 3 and Sonic and Knuckles as well, and a 3D Sonic Jam game here as well. So very cool stuff. Didn't have this, and again as always Opa, thank you. Next up I got again just as soon as I finished my PSP collection video, got a couple of new PSP games here. As we were cleaning out the office, we were moving, so I had to snatch up some games there. Hot Pixel, a mini game collection from Atari, some classic arcade stuff here in a slightly new form. Looks pretty fun. I also got the missing Siphon Filter Dark Mirror. Then to modern stuff. It was a good month for Wii U. First up we have here Wonderful 101. Of course a very anticipated game. Also one of those games that should have come out in the launch window, but here we are in the fall of 2013. But it was worth the wait. Platinum Games they haven't really done a bad game, and this isn't, they didn't start now. Absolutely fantastic game. It is pure action with a very funny sense of humor. I love the design here. The gameplay kind of reminds me of, Beautiful Joe meets Pikmin. Of course the visuals are all Beautiful Joe, and you have this up to 100 heroes that you're controlling, and it's just breathtaking to look at. It's all in 60 frames per second, gorgeous high def, and I just love the action here. I suck at it. I prefer the lower difficulty settings. I just like to see where the crazy story goes next, and this actually it kind of feels to me like this is super Japanese, made to appeal to Westerners especially, and yeah, the game pretty much bombed in Japan. Hopefully it will pick it up a bit, and hopefully it will sell better in the West. I kind of feel like this was aimed at the West, so it's too Japanese even for Japanese people. So I think the Westerners will get this better. And yeah, if you own a Wii U, again, this is one of those games that you should get. Excellent action. In the beginning, the dialogue and voice acting, it was kind of, I don't know, I wasn't really feeling it, but then there were a few absolutely, I had to laugh out loud, not exaggerating here at all. This is a really funny game. I just love the quirky characters and action here. There's also a Finnish hero hidden away here, his head is a cell phone. So yeah, go Nokia. Well, it's not a Finnish company anymore, so who cares? Another great Wii U game, but of course this was released on other platforms as well, as we all know, Rayman Legends. I'll just talk a bit about the game first, and then to the other stuff. Of course, this is a fantastic platformer. It looks great and plays even better. I haven't been that much into Rayman before, and I guess I'd still prefer Mario. It's more of a pure platforming experience to me. But this does offer something new. I love the different controlling methods for Rayman and the other characters, and the enemies are really imaginative, and this is something I'd hate to say that a 2D platformer can be modern, but it is definitely, if you think that Mario has grown stale, this might appeal to you. And that's just the thing that riled me up when they announced in the beginning of the year that they have the game finished, but we're not gonna release it on Wii U now. Just wait 6 months, and we'll get it for all the other consoles as well. Now, the loss of exclusivity isn't a problem here. You'd be a fanboy if you say that that's the biggest problem. Of course, Ubisoft can do whatever they want, and of course it's common sense that they try to maximize their profits by releasing the same game on other platforms as well, if the work is done. But why make the Wii U wait for 6 months? It just doesn't make any sense. At that point, the Wii U had sold 3 million consoles, which is, of course, a tiny amount. But on those 3 million consoles, Nintendo has sold 2 million New Super Mario Bros. U games. Now, this is no Mario, and of course this won't ever sell close to 2 million, but 2 million 2D platforming, 2 million friends of 2D platforming on 3 million consoles. That's a breathtaking opportunity to release a 2D platformer in this day and age. Ubisoft should have just trusted what they were making in the first place. A Wii U exclusive, maybe even just a timed exclusive then. You know, if they need 6 months to make the PS3 and 360 versions, just release the Wii U game when it's ready, and release the other games then. Why would you risk the absolutely guaranteed Wii U sales when there was nothing for months on the console? People hungry for 2D platformers. Just release the game and be done with it, and then, you know, make a couple of extra levels, call it a Game of the Year edition or something like that on the PlayStation 3 and 360. I'm a man of principle, and I almost didn't get this game because of this, and mostly because there are just so many games. I mean, even just on the Wii U there's competition now with Pikmin 3 and the wonderful 101, but let alone if you own other consoles as well. There's GTA coming and all sorts of games. So Ubisoft just moved this to the absolutely busiest time of the year, as opposed to the Wii U was absolutely dead in the beginning of the year. So sales would have been guaranteed, at least to some degree. I hope it turns out. I do believe that this is the best version of the game, and it has been getting the better reviews as well, so I guess in the end all is good. But I just feel that it wouldn't have at least hurt them to release it when they should have. And of course people say that Ubisoft doesn't owe Nintendo anything, but you know, Nintendo gave them huge coverage, even invited Ubisoft to their E3 conference a couple of years ago. So Nintendo really went out and promoted this game. So I do feel that Ubisoft owed Nintendo at least something. But now the game's out, it's great, you should get it. Even though I was a man of principle, I guess the the one thing that eventually tipped me over is that I realized that this is cheaper on the Wii U than it was on the PS3 or 360. At least here in Finland it was on several different stores. So I guess that was the decent thing for Ubisoft to do, that actually made it cheaper. You know, nobody cared about. Well, I guess somebody cared, but I didn't care about the exclusive demos or challenges. But a cheaper game is it's a great gesture from Ubisoft. So get the game. Then something that was a pretty lengthy discussion, something a bit shorter now. Tales of Xillia. This is the Day 1 edition, which I unboxed a while ago, and yeah, pretty standard fare. I think many agree with me that this is a very standard JRPG. My favorite Tales of game is still the Tales of Symphonia on the GameCube, and definitely this won't surpass it, but still a very nice looking game, at least. And then this is a modern game, but still a year and a half, 2 years old almost, I guess a year and a half. Asuras Wrath, and this is the Nordic Rage edition, which is just a fancy way of saying that it includes the Infinity Pack inside the DLC. And I didn't get this when it was first released, and after I waited a couple of months, I thought that I'm not gonna get it now because the price is just about to fall, and it just fell very slowly here, at least here in Finland, and it still is a full 30 euros in GameStop used. So I just couldn't have got this before this, but finally I found this for 10 euros at a supermarket clearance sale, so I had to have it now, and I just love it. It is something very different. Of course, it's not really a game. It is an interactive story, more so than a game, and especially if you take the difficulty level down a notch, you'll just be experiencing the story and the graphics that unfold before your eyes, all the events that are on a scale that I just haven't seen on video games before and after this. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm pretty sure that this is one of my favorite, at least in the top 10 games of this generation. It's and you know, these days when I'm really strapped for time, I just love it. It's only basically a few hours long, but those are very sweet few hours. It's yeah, you really need to experience it yourself in order to understand it. It's weird, it's awe-inspiring, it really is one of the best gaming experiences that I've ever had. I just love Asuras Wrath. And the final game here before one new console. In the end of this video, got the collector's edition of World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria. Now, if you've seen my videos, you'll know that I don't play World of Warcraft, but I do love these huge collector's editions, and I have every single of the expansions collector's edition form still sealed. Now, I don't have the original game, I just have it on an opened collector's edition, but I have all the expansions here sealed, and they're a nice little collectible. Again, didn't want to pay full price for this, something that I intend to keep sealed, so waited for quite a while and finally found one for was it 30 euros, so that was a nice price for me to add it to my collection. And one final item for this video, I got a PSP Go. I kinda like collecting hardware as well. I pretty much didn't get this for playing, have quite a few PSP games, physical games that is, and this was basically an experiment from Sony handheld that didn't have any port for physical game media, so it was download only from the PSN, and I do like the system itself. It's a pretty cool concept with this sliding screen here and the buttons, and this is actually a portable machine, unlike many other PSP models, I guess. Pretty small. Of course the buttons are small as well, and the analog knob is almost useless, but still a cool machine. Didn't sell very well, so it makes it an even better collectible. Do have some games here. This was used. There are quite a bit of games downloaded here already, so it won't be useless even when they turn down the lights on the downloading service for this. So it's a nice system to own. And that was it for my recent collecting video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.